This is what happened when I applied the laziest SEO strategies for my SaaS client. It drove over 250,000 clicks for the past 12 months. If you're running a SaaS or a B2B company, you probably have hired agencies or do some DIY SEO, but still fail to see results. Today, I'm going to show you the exact strategies and its 4 core components that only need one engineer to execute. No content writers, no link builders. Because if you're not doing this, your ready-to-buy customers are just reaching out to your competitors as they were not able to find you on the search results. And let's start with the first core component. It begins with something that you probably use 1,000 times, but never thought of as an SEO strategy. So let's say you're running a SaaS product that helps companies to manage their payroll. Your buyers are likely to search on Google like payroll software and try to add a modifier to find the products that fits their use case. So when I type payroll software, you can see that Google search all the complete features such as payroll software for accountants, payroll software for bookkeepers, and also payroll software for churches, CPA firms. And every single one of these has people searching for it every month. So instead of writing a unique page for every single industry, you build one page template, one layout, and you plug the data that changes, like accountants, bookkeepers, contractors. So one template just become 50 pages, and each of them target a different keyword. And this is called the programmatic SEO. One template, one set of keyword modifiers, and you have got hundreds of pages trying to rank for thousands of keywords. It sounds almost too easy, right? Yes, because for most of the people who just heard about this tactic, they just stop here, and this is what exactly things goes wrong. A SaaS company that I track has a huge success on their programmatic SEO pages. At the peak, they were getting over 600,000 traffic in February 2024. But then looks what happened. All the traffic collapsed. But here is what I've done for my client, is that you can see that right here. It is the August 2025 spam updates. We hit a slight fluctuation but didn't collapse. And then it is the December 2025 core update. We also faced a similar fluctuation, but eventually we were able to bounce back. So you see that same strategies, both started with a keyword pattern, both generated thousands of pages, but completely different outcomes. And this basic programmatic SEO is only the first core component of the whole lazy SEO strategies. And to make this work, the other 3 core components must be used on top of this. And these are the same 3 things behind companies like Wise, Saviors, whose programmatic SEO pages have never collapsed. And let's move to the second core component. Now, you have a list of keywords to go after, but here is one question that most people forget to ask themselves before deciding what pages they should be creating. Let me show you 2 pages from the same website. Right here on the right is a page that targets high-end restaurant, and on the left, it is targeting quick services food truck. The only difference is right here, only the hero sections. And when you try to scroll down, you can see that they were presenting the same feature sets, the same copywriting, nothing different. And now let's look at these 2 pages from another domain. One is also targeting restaurant, and other is targeting mid-sized business. They basically have the same layout, but they just put some copies to target their audience. So at the restaurant pages right here, they don't mention that they have the accounting software integrations, but for the medium-sized business does, because it matters to their audience. So here is a test you have to run before you build a single page template, is to ask yourself, if you delete one of these pages, would users lose access to information they can't get from the other programmatic SEO pages? I call this the unique page value proposition test. If deleting one page means users lose nothing, that page has no reason to exist. And Google knows it, so no matter how many pages you create, Google will try to collapse them into one. And the third core component is to how to design the page template to avoid mistakes people made that makes them never be able to outrank their competitors. So bring back the payroll software example. Your customer needs this Swift code to send the payment, and they would probably search for Bank of America's Swift code in Google search, and they expect to see the answers in the web pages. And here are the 2 pages that target both the Bank of America's Swift code keyword page. So the first one is in an article format. So they first talk about like how to open a new bank account, and then like how do I send a wire transfer. And you have to scroll through the whole article until these sections to really look up the Swift code for Bank of America. But when we take a look at the pages on the right side, this is a page designed from Wise. So where's this code? It is here. You see that the answer is right there when you land on the page. You see that the user experience that each visitor takes to look up the Swift code is very, very different. And the fronter the information is, it requires less unnecessary steps to know the answer that you are looking for. And this is the template design gap that you could take leverage on. You design the page template, adopt what I call the answer first design. Group the most important informations that your visitor are expecting in the first 30% of the page. Until this page, you have done like first 50% correct jobs on the template design. And the second half of the jobs happens after the visitors get the answer. And that will tell Google whether to keep ranking you or not. So let's go back to the Wise page. And when we scroll through, right below the answer, you can find a table of local branches code. Because Wise knows that if you painted the wrong branch code, your transfer would fail. And they include this information to prevent that mistake from happening. And also, when we try to scroll further, here is a calculator that lets you to find out like how much you can save by using Wise to do international transfer. Because Wise knows that if you perform an international transfer with a traditional bank, it is a very, very costly transaction. So you can see that like Wise has anticipated like every single move that a visitor might take. Because nobody searches Bank of America's Swift code because they just want to know the information. Behind every code, they actually wanted to like send the money. So Wise builds this page to support the entire process, not just to fulfill the answer, the first step. So the user stays, they engage, and also they click through like different links in this whole website. And every single one of these is signals to Google that this page is worth ranking. And this is the steps to incorporate the JDBD framework into your programmatic SEO strategies. Don't just answer the query. Ask yourself, what is this person actually trying to accomplish? And then you design the page to help them to finish the job. So when you combine this jobs to be done framework with the answer first design and also the unique page value proposition test and build them on top of any programmatic SEO campaign, you now get the laziest SEO strategies because Google could never crack you down. And if you love learning things that were high leverage in SEO, click into these videos to watch the secret I used to publish thousands of pages in scale without getting penalized by Google if the video is ready. If not, subscribe and wait for my notifications. Bye bye.